All right, we back here on the Comedy Channel with Rodesqu Hopkins, and he runs Trigger Warning, one of the best mics in the city. Everybody knows about it. Right now, I've been on hiatus, but so what got you into running Trigger Warning? How long you been doing it?
I've been running Trigger Warning for about 3 to 4 years. It's kind of a blur, but at least 3 to 4 years. And I got it because one comedian, he was getting, he couldn't handle all the shit of Trigger Warning. It was a lot of parties and a lot of fighting, like drunk white people and screaming, raging people and stuff like that. And this guy couldn't take it, and he was kind of ready to dip out. So I was persistent about it. I was like, hey man, like I want to host it. I want to take over. And then next thing you know, day of, he was just like, fuck it, handed me the mic.
Yeah, and like I'm out of here.
He's like, you can have this shit,
that motherfucker,
bro.
like I'm gonna head out of this motherfucker. Piece of shit ass. So what made Trigger Warning so rough? Why couldn't he handle it, bro?
Because a lot of comics wanted it to be like how a normal open mic is, where it's everyone sits down and you have to watch, look directly, and no, don't say nothing and all that. And that's not what that space was. We were in an underground club. Like, it was a dark
Fight
ass
club.
cave. You know what I mean? It was like ridiculous. Like you can't control no animals down there coming down there. Like it was, you had to ride with it, and he wasn't not a lot of
He
people
wasn't with
wanted
it.
to do that.
Yeah.
So that was and it's happened. I just happened to be joined up with Ed Towns at the time.
Yeah.
And we both were kind of like, we kind of thrive in that type of shit. Like that's where the real fun happens.
Yeah. Hell yeah, that's when you find the real comics.
Yeah.
That's all we're trying to do. And you know what? The thing about it, I think you said this before, and I know this for sure. Trigger Warning is one of the mics that motherfuckers be like, man, don't go there because this, and that. Nigga, first off, it's a open mic, nigga.
Right.
You heard that too, like people scared of going to Trigger Warning. What you say about that when people try to tell you?
I mean, they're idiots. Like at that point, you don't even. If you're scared to go to a room, then you probably aren't really ready to go to any room. Like you should have no intimidation of any room. And I get it if you are intimidated, but you should be able to muster it up and do it one day.
Yeah.
I understand some people have jobs and stuff, so some people be like, I can't go, and that makes sense. But
We know y'all niggas who don't got jobs that still don't be doing it. Don't worry about it.
But it'd be like for the people who be like, I'm just scared to do it. It's like you're gonna meet a lot of rooms probably on the road where it's maybe not.
It's gonna be
set
worse
up.
than that.
And you gotta go out there. That producer, that booker, is like, hey, my man, I paid you X amount of money, so you better get out there and figure it out.
And if you had that experience of doing Trigger Warning, that ain't gonna be shit to you, bro. You're gonna go out there and be like, nigga, this just like Trigger Warning.
Yeah. All right. I'm about to just find out who was the weakest nigga in here, point him out, bust his ass. Everybody's like, oh shit, and then you like, nah, motherfuckers, what was I talking about?
You feel me?
They're just like, oh, it's man. Like,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
You can't be scared of no room, basically, bro.
Yeah.
So you've been running it for like 4 years. What advice would you have for any new person who's thinking of, because right now, the pandemic is over with and niggas are all outside. And there's so many new comics that's like, I'm finna start a mic. And it's like, all right, man. So what advice would you have for any new person that's trying to start a mic?
Try your best not to take it so seriously. Remember, you ain't just getting paid, like, if you are getting paid.
No, first things first, get paid.
Yeah, you should get paid. You're hosting a mic for like over 2 hours and you're bringing in a lot of people, whether they're, comics just buying PVRs, that's still people coming in the door and giving their borrowing money when they weren't getting that money. So,
if he wasn't there.
You know what I'm saying? At least negotiate yourself to try to get at least $50 out of the deal. But I'll also tell you, while hosting the mic, try to not take it so serious. Like, this is an experiment. It's just people trying. So have a little fun with it. Don't be like so eminent just to try to control everything. Some things
you can't control, bro.
And you kind of have to let somebody figure it out. Like, kind of let them deal with it. Don't be so quick to just shut it down, because now you're kind of weakening that other comic, and you're weakening the rest of the other people around. Other people are looking like, now they get depleted. If it's an asshole, get rid of him if he's like completely a psycho. But like, besides that, like, just try to actually enjoy it. Try to have fun. Do not take it seriously, and do not let any of these other comics make you feel like this is like you're fucking it up. If you go out and just enjoy it, then you have a good time, then everything else should go right. It should. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
80% of mics go awful.
You don't know what the fuck goes. You don't know what's happening at the open. It's an open mic,
Yeah,
nigga.
it's an open mic. That's why I'm telling you not to take it seriously. Like, just, you know, it's an open mic. You're just trying out to create a space, man. And if you do it with somebody you like, that's the real kicker, is to really do it with somebody you actually can get along with.
Yeah.
Don't do it with nobody who you think is, because it's going to raise your clout or it's going to put you on, because you're going to find out one, you fucking hate that person.
Yeah.
You're like,
and you're going to drain yourself.
Yeah, and it's going to be exhausting. If you find somebody who, like I said, makes you laugh, actually you enjoy talking to, and say, hey man, let's do an open mic and let's just fuck around. Like, let's just do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Once one night, let's just throw some music on somebody if they're fucking around. Like,
yeah.
Oh, all right, that helps y'all create who y'all are going to be anyway. Now y'all know another part of y'all comedy that is, you know, developing and stuff, and you got a good partner. So, good partner, don't take it seriously, get paid.
Bang, bang. All right, that's Cleveland's finest, Rodesqu Hopkins. Where can they find you at, man?
They can find me at Rodesqu Hopkins on Instagram and Facebook, and you can follow my art page at A Hollywood Joint on Instagram and Facebook.
Bang, bang.